Life moves quickly. We often wake up, work, study, rush through our days, and then fall into bed tired. We finish one task and immediately think about the next. We keep moving forward, but we rarely stop to look back. Yet sometimes, the most important progress happens not when we take another step, but when we pause to understand the steps we've already taken. This is what reflection can do. It turns experience into learning. It turns mistakes into wisdom. It turns ordinary days into personal growth. Reflection is not about judging the past. It is about learning from it. In today's world, everything asks us to go faster. Phones buzz, messages arrive, and notifications call for attention. People say, "Don't stop. Keep going. Do more." But when life becomes all movement and no understanding, we lose ourselves inside the noise. We might achieve many things, but without reflection, we don't always know why we do them or where they are leading us. A person can run quickly and still be running in the wrong direction. Reflection gives direction to our steps. It asks us, is this important? Is this who I want to be? Did today move me closer to my goals? It is a quiet moment that brings clarity back into a busy world. Everyone makes mistakes. That is normal. But what hurts us most are not the mistakes themselves, but the ones we repeat again and again because we never pause to understand them. A person might always avoid speaking English because of one embarrassing moment years ago. But without reflection, they never ask themselves, is that moment still real today? Someone might start new goals every month, but always quit after a week without asking, why do I give up? What blocks me? When we don't reflect, life becomes a loop. The same fears, the same habits, the same ending. Reflection breaks that loop. It turns a repeating mistake into a lesson learned. And once we learn the lesson, we are free to move forward differently. Reflection is like holding up a mirror, not to see what is wrong, but to see what is true. In quiet moments, we can look at ourselves with honesty and kindness. We can ask, what went well today? What was difficult? What did I learn? What should I try differently tomorrow? These questions are simple, but they change how we see ourselves. Instead of saying, I failed again, reflection teaches us to say, I learned something today. Instead of asking, why am I not there yet? We begin to notice how far we have already come. Reflection gives us a gentle way to respect our own journey. Every day is a teacher. Through success, it teaches confidence. Through difficulty, it teaches strength. Through mistakes, it teaches wisdom. But only if we take time to ask, what was today teaching me? Some days, the lesson is patience. We want results now, but the process needs time. Some days, the lesson is bravery. We speak even when our voice shakes, and we discover we are stronger than we thought. Some days, the lesson is acceptance, understanding that not everything is under our control, and that is okay. No matter what the lesson is, reflection helps us notice it. And once we notice it, we can carry it into tomorrow. Reflection does not have to be complicated. You don't need a long journal or a deep discussion. Sometimes, just a minute is enough. There is a simple method called the 3 questions. 1. What happened today? Just describe the events. Simple and clear. 2. What did I learn? Find one small lesson, even if the day felt hard. 3. What's next? Choose one tiny action for tomorrow. This turns reflection into movement. It connects the past with the future. It makes every day part of a larger journey. You can do this before sleep, on the bus ride home, or during a quiet moment in the morning. It takes only a few breaths, but it can change the direction of your life. Many people think reflection is only for big moments: graduation, a new job, a breakup. But reflection is most powerful when we do it every day. Little lessons become big changes. Small improvements add up over time. The truth is, you don't grow only when life forces you to change. You grow when you choose to understand your life while it is happening. Reflection doesn't slow progress. It guides it. It keeps your steps connected to your purpose. It helps you become the main character of your own story instead of just a passenger. Life gives us many moments that feel unimportant. Missing the bus, feeling nervous in a conversation, making a small mistake in English. We forget them quickly, or we push them away because they feel uncomfortable. But inside these tiny moments, there is a message. Here is where you can grow next. Reflection helps us notice those messages instead of ignoring them. It teaches us that progress is not always loud. Sometimes it whispers. We just need to listen. Reflection isn't only about problems. It is also about recognizing what we did right. Many people finish the day thinking only about what they did wrong: the pronunciation mistake, the forgotten word, the moment they felt shy. But what about the wins? The sentence they spoke clearly, the moment they understood a new word, the courage they showed just by trying. Without reflection, these wins disappear in the rush of life. With reflection, they become reasons to continue. Confidence grows not from perfection, but from noticing our progress. When we understand what happened yesterday, we make better choices today. Reflection gives us a map. It shows where we have been and where we are going. It helps us stop repeating things that don't help us anymore. It reminds us why we began in the first place: to learn, to improve, to build a better version of ourselves. When the path feels confusing, reflection brings direction back. It says, you are not lost. You are learning your way. Sometimes reflection means we must let go of old habits, old plans, or old versions of ourselves. Not everything we start is meant to continue. Not every goal still deserves our time. Reflection gives us permission to close some doors so we can open others. It teaches us that endings are also progress because they free our energy for what truly matters. Letting go is not failure. It is wisdom. Reflection also brings gratitude for the people who helped us, for the mistakes that taught us, for the small steps that kept us moving even when life was heavy. Gratitude turns ordinary days into good days. It doesn't erase difficulties, but it balances them with the beauty we often forget to notice. A grateful heart walks lighter and dreams braver. It takes courage to look back with honesty, to face our choices without excuses, to accept both the bright and the dark. But this courage makes tomorrow stronger. Every time we reflect, we say to ourselves, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to keep going. Reflection turns yesterday into power instead of regret. It turns uncertainty into curiosity. It turns fear into understanding. That is how reflection pushes us forward. Some people think progress is only forward motion, running ahead nonstop, full speed. But true progress is forward motion with direction. Reflection keeps us growing, but growing smarter. We can walk slowly and still reach farther than someone running without purpose. Reflection gives meaning to movement. It connects the heart to the path beneath our feet. If you are listening now, take a moment and breathe. Think about one thing you learned this week, one challenge you overcame, one effort you made that nobody else saw. That is growth, and reflection allows you to see it. Tomorrow is waiting. New chances are waiting. A better version of you is waiting. And now you know how to meet it, with calm understanding and clear direction. Because every step counts, especially the ones you take after looking back with wisdom. Thank you for listening to the story today. If you made it all the way here, it means you care about your own growth. That is something powerful and something to be proud of. Take a moment right now and think of one lesson you learned from this week. It doesn't have to be big. Even a small realization is a step toward a wiser tomorrow. And now, ask yourself this simple question. What small action can I take next? Not next month, not next year, but tomorrow morning or even later today. Your past is your teacher. Your reflection is your guide. Your next step is your chance. So keep walking, keep learning, keep becoming the person you want to be, one thoughtful moment at a time. If this story made you feel calm or helped you understand yourself a little more, please like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more peaceful English listening practice.